Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody that's listening to this video. If this is your first time watching my video, please browse through my page and watch my other videos. Each video has a topic on personal development that can help you achieve happiness and be a loving person. My goal in this video is to help you control and soon be a master of your emotions. Now, there are two sets of emotions. One is the positive and the other one is negative. Our goal is to become a positive person, am I correct? Of course. But we know for a fact, once you start listening to my other videos, that these negative emotions and positive emotions, we could actually control these emotions and we could choose if we want to think positive or negative, or if we want to feel positive or negative as well. So it's a decision, it's a choice. So that's a strong factor. Now I want to repeat myself. Our goal is to become a positive person. But we are in war with what? We are at war with our negative emotions. And there's an old saying, right? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. There's a lot of truth in this saying, especially if you're really at war. What it really means is that you just have to know your enemies. Know them well. Gotta know their pattern, gotta know how they attack so that you could execute your plans a lot smoother. I just want to give a metaphor so that people could understand a lot clearly on what is emotions. And this metaphor is basically, I look at emotions is like music. To make music, you need what? You need chords. When a guitar player strums a chord, the string vibrates and turns into a melody of sounds. Am I correct? And if you play enough chords with rhythm, it will create into a music. Am I right? Of course. That's how instruments are being played. That's how music is being played. Now that also goes for emotions, whether it's negative or positive. To make a behavior, you need emotions. Basically, behavior represents the music, and emotions represents the chord. When a person triggers a positive emotion or a negative emotion, that emotion turns into feelings, and right after, it evolves into reactions. And if you trigger enough emotions with consistency, it will create your behavior, whether it may be positive behaviors or negative behaviors. The highlight here is trigger. For the guitar, the trigger is what? The fingers. For emotions, the trigger is what? Philosophies and circumstances. Philosophy, we already know about philosophy. We've been talking about it. It's basically a set of thoughts that you have in your mind that you allow to run freely. Now, circumstances could be many things. Circumstances could be conversations, situations, and etc. Like, for example, when you're talking to a friend, a spouse, or loved ones, or like a situation where you are in a traffic jam, or you got into an accident, or you're late for your work, or you're out in the party having fun with your friends. Keep in mind that some triggers come in an instant. Unlike philosophies, it can take a while before the trigger actually happens. Circumstances gives instant triggers, so you gotta be aware. The key is to detect it in advance. Now, there are some signs, and you will know the signs. Like, let me give you an example. In conversation, let's say you're talking with a friend, and you would know when the conversation is actually going south, and you would know that if this person is going to take you off. We all have been in that conversation where, oh my gosh, he or she better not say that word. If she says this word, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go all at her or him. And then when that person says that word that you've been waiting for, you go, oh, what the heck? Why did you say that? Blah, 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 blah. And you start ratting at her, like a machine gun. So once you know that, you have to be prepared for it. If you hear that the tone of voice of the other person is actually changing to an aggressive, you could feel it. You would know it. Those are the signs where you know that you have to keep yourself on check, and you got to be prepared for that and defend yourself to not have these negative emotions get triggered. In circumstances, for example, you see traffic coming on. And if you're the type of person that gets pissed off on traffic, if you see the traffic ahead of you already and you already know that you're going to get mad, you already have to put yourself on check before you even trigger that emotion of anger saying, what the heck is this? Is traffic again? Of course it's traffic. It's going to be traffic every day. So you have to anticipate that. Detect possible future negative emotions that's going to be coming in so that you can prepare for it. You guys got it? Are you guys with me? Now that you know that there are triggers, because before you did not know that there are triggers and that you have the control to actually control that triggers, here are the solutions. When you see those negative thoughts are about to come, but they will come. So basically, do not trigger your negative emotions. Keep in mind, you can always go through circumstances without feeling negative emotions. Like when you're stuck in traffic, you could still be stuck in traffic without the negative emotions. You could still smile, you could still sing, you could still think positive and not think negative. The next solution is be proactive. Now, let me give you some example. Let's say your spouse calls you with this type of voice. Honey, come over here right now. Of course, we already know that our spouse is actually mad or angry. Sometimes we know why they're angry, but sometimes we don't know why they're not. Most of the time we do know how. Well, sometimes you agreed to your spouse that you'll throw the trash and you didn't. And the trash man just passed by and now you have to wait for a whole week that your trash bin is actually filled with your trash. So you don't know where you're going to put the trash. So that's why your spouse are mad. Of course, they will feel angry. If we do know, be proactive at it. Just apologize. Just say, hey, look, honey, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. And just kiss her or him at the lips or forehead. Don't try to fight back with a negative emotion. They'll say, well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Come on. Remember, this benefit is for you and it's not for anybody else. This will benefit you because you will eliminate that negative emotion out of your life. And if you want to be happy and you want to be a loving person, you have to have a lot of positive energy in you, not negative energy. For circumstances like traffic jam and stuff like that, you already know you're a road rage guy. So just get prepared for it. When you see traffic coming your way, like miles away, for example, you're in the freeway or you're in an interstate, if you see it miles away, say hi to it, Just be proactive. Meet it with positive thoughts and meet it with positive emotion instead of welcoming the negative emotion as traffic approaches. Hello traffic, how you guys doing today? My day has been good. I just got off from work, but now you are causing the traffic and now I can't go home. I am very hungry, but you know what? I didn't get to see you all day because I was stuck in my office. You see, if you look at it like that, you may sound crazy if somebody hears you because it's not normal talking to traffic jam. But it makes you feel a lot better instead of making you feel road rage when you get home. And then when you get home, your wife talks to you. It's like, honey, how's your day? I don't want to talk to you. Now you guys are just creating a snowball of negative emotions in your house when you get home. You see how you could already prevent these negative emotions in the future? Just be proactive at it. Once you start to have full control of your emotions and how you trigger these emotions, you will be able to choose which emotions you want. When it's traffic, you could choose to be happy. When you're struggling in life, you could choose to be happy. When someone offended you, you could choose to be happy. So I think you guys get my point. In a nutshell, we now know that negative and positive emotions are choices that we make and the emotions that you trigger. Now this trigger is basically acceptance. If you accept anger or you accept happiness, it's basically what you trigger. So you could go through any circumstances in life, but you choose which emotions you want to trigger. You now know that you are the master of your emotions. You could control your emotions, and the true enemy is the negative emotions. So choose and accept positive things. So this is the time where I have to go again. Until our next video, I like to say good morning to you guys all, good afternoon, and good evening. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and God loves you all.